Hello everyone, this is TTOR. I will be hosting a live show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to join the show, bring a working microphone and either a webcam or an avatar. The link to the room will be in the live chat of the streaming locations that the live stream will be streaming to. God bless. Hello there, everyone. If you're watching this video, then you are part of the TTOR Army, an army that is building itself up one subscriber at a time. Now, as you can see from the title and thumbnail of today's video, today we're going to be responding to how the conservative movement overreacted to the fact that the National Transgender Day of Visibility holiday fell on the same day as Easter this year. And let's just get right into it. So I have here on screen a tweet by Owen Shroyer, one of the hosts for the InfoWars network, tweeting out, "The Biden White House has released a statement proclaiming that tomorrow, Easter Sunday, is now Transgender Visibility Day." And he shows a screenshot from a White House press release that says, "Now, therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024 as Transgender Day of Visibility. I call upon all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity." Now, discrimination based on being trans, I'm not seeing that in my society because I live here in America. But if you want to talk about eliminating violence, I'm all for that. Just tell all those transgender shooters to stop shooting up schools and other community centers in their area, and we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. So obviously I don't like the Transgender Day of Visibility holiday because, well, it's not a real thing. It's just a made-up thing, kind of like this whole transgender concept. But if they want to have their special little day, then go ahead. But the problem with Owen Shroyer's outrage is that he didn't give you the full story, and it may just be because he didn't realize that this has been a thing going on for a long time. Someone responded to Owen Shroyer, a user on Twitter named LadyJayPersists. She said, "I love the smell of faux outrage in the morning. He didn't just do it, he's done it every year he's been in office. Transgender Day of Visibility has been celebrated on March 31st since 2009. Funny how y'all weren't outraged about it any of the other 14 times it's been celebrated on March 31st. And so, as evidence of what Lady J is saying, she provided us screenshots of every year of the Biden admin where they have put out a statement celebrating the Transgender Day of Visibility. So, on March 31st, 2021, we see Joe Biden's admin put out a proclamation of Transgender Day of Visibility for 2021. And they did the same thing on March 30th, 2022. And they did the same thing last year, a proclamation on Transgender Day of Visibility. So she's right. The Biden admin has been putting out statements like this celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility every year that the Biden admin has been in power. And apparently this holiday goes all the way back to 2009, which I don't see any reason to disbelieve that based off the fact that the Biden admin has been celebrating that holiday every year since they took power. Where the conservatives and Christians are having a problem with the Transgender Day of Visibility this year is that this year is the first time that Easter and Transgender Day of Visibility have taken place on the same day. And so Christians are not very fond of that, primarily because, one, the rainbow people, the trans people, are celebrated like champions every day by the current regime, the Biden administration, as well as championed by corporate America and the entertainment industry. Christians, on the other hand, were persecuted by all the same people and all the same establishments and all the same industries, and we get no recognition for any of our holidays, at least no recognition on the level of the rainbow people. And so naturally, Christians and conservatives are outraged and upset that when you have Transgender Day of Visibility and Easter taking place on the same day, and you give preference to the rainbow people over the Christians, which make up a larger community in this country than the rainbow people do, well, that's what you get. You get outrage. You get people who are upset. They get their feelings hurt. Now, if the Biden admin had put out a proclamation celebrating Easter that gave recognition to Christians and their holiday, I don't think that they would have a problem with them also putting out a proclamation on Transgender Day of Visibility. If both holidays had a proclamation from the White House celebrating both occasions, both holidays, the outrage would be minimal compared to what it is now. But the problem is that we live in a country run by people who outright persecute Christians, or if they don't persecute Christians directly, they persecute us indirectly by persecuting the values and the moral claims, the moral teachings that come from the Bible and the biblical worldview. Now, before I close out this video, I would just like to bring two things to your attention. YouTube censorship has been a thing for the past decade, basically, and it's only getting worse. And so if you're a fan of my content and you want to watch me on a site other than YouTube, two best places to do it are as follows. First one is Rumble, which you can see right here on the screen. Rumble is a YouTube alternative owned by Donald Trump's media company, making it Donald Trump's YouTube alternative, technically. And there's lots of people using Rumble. Hundreds of millions of site visits every month, millions upon millions of users. You have a lot of big channels, and I've been slowly and steadily growing on Rumble over the course of the past 9-10 months. To the point where I recently cracked 100 subs, and I've been slowly building up my audience here. Rumble is also where I have my weekly live streams for the TTOR show and for God TV Radio. And it's live on Rumble, and so if you want to see those shows live, you can watch them live on Rumble when they happen on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The other YouTube alternative of mine that you should check out and subscribe to me on is none other than Quarter, which is an open source alt-tech alternative that I started on May of 2022, and I'm the one who actually runs this website in terms of administrative duties. I'm running the site, not someone else. So I'm not shilling someone else's website. I'm promoting something that I myself made and run. It has all the features and functionality you would want in a video sharing site like YouTube, such as full HD video upload capacity, public playlists, easy to use comment moderation system. Technically, we have the ability to live stream and restream, but I got to work on some technical issues with that. But you also have features that you don't have on YouTube, like you can upload pictures instead of videos. You can upload audio files instead of videos. You can write articles, which are kind of like the YouTube community posts for your YouTube channel, but way more robust, to the point where you can embed videos from basically any site on the internet onto those articles if you know how to use HTML coding. There's also video chat rooms that you can use to chat with anyone over video. And you can also live stream to your channel from these rooms. And in terms of freedom of speech, both Rumble and Quarter are way more free speech friendly than YouTube is. On Rumble, you can talk about any of the topics that YouTube would instantly take down your videos or ban your channel over. And on Quarter, not only can you do that, but you have even more free speech on Quarter, because on Quarter, you don't have any hate speech policies, whereas on Rumble, you do have a hate speech policy that specifically targets bigotry against Jews, And even though I think bigotry against Jews is stupid and wrong, it is legally protected by the First Amendment of the United States of America, and therefore you shouldn't have a hate speech policy targeting that. But with that being said, Rumble and Quarter are where you should subscribe to me on if you don't want to follow me on YouTube anymore, which I would love it if you'd follow me somewhere else, to be honest, because YouTube is not a good long-term investment with all their censorship. And with that, I bid you guys adieu, farewell, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.